I was visiting recently with a longtime executive recruiter, 30 plus years in the business. They had worked for two of the top 5 firms in the country: search firms, staffing firms, employment agencies, whatever term you want to use, but two of the top 5 firms in the country. She was telling me about a time where a bunch of junior recruiters were lined up at a table, okay, long table, not really even cubicles, just like a table with like a little glass thing in between each recruiter. Well, I'm not even going to call them recruiters, between each person. They're at this table, bunch of phones there, right? And they're dialing for dollars, these so-called recruiters. And they are literally told to find resumes on Monster or Indeed or whatever that match a job description of a company. Call the candidate up, get the candidate on the phone and say, "Hi, my name's Mary with ABC Agency. I'm wondering if I can present your resume to our client. Are you interested?" That's it. That's it. The candidate says, "Yeah, sure." I say, "Okay, cool. I'll get back to you." They hang up the phone. They forward the resume to the company that was the company that hired this agency to find candidates. Now, for those of you that have been in the business for a long time and you've worked for some of these big firms, you're probably listening to this episode thinking, "Well, yeah, that's how it works, Steve. Don't you know that? What are you, an idiot? Are you ignorant to how it works?" That's probably what you're thinking, right? Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I was ignorant to how it works because we sure as hell don't do that here at recruiting firm Riderflex. We actually recruit people. We hunt candidates down that match. We spend time getting to know them. We interview them on the phone and on video. We spend time, getting to know our clients, the companies, the hiring managers, to make sure that we are matching people together in the right way. We don't just toss resumes or bodies over the fence as fast as we can go, hoping that our client will hire one of them. That's not recruiting. Okay. Maybe some of you call that recruiting. I don't call that recruiting. I call that admin work, like racing resumes, admin work. I mean, anybody can do that, right? Especially with today's software. I mean, the software already matches keywords from the resume to the job description. And then you're going to have some junior person just call and say, "Hey, can I present you?" And by the way, companies that use these big agencies, they're paying big dollars for that, like big recruiting dollars, for some junior person to just toss a resume over the fence. When I was told this story, I was disheartened. I thought, man, is that how it's always been? I mean, I'm 54 years old. I've used recruiters. I've paid recruiters. I've dealt with agencies, internal recruiters, external recruiting resources. But I just had no idea that junior level, inexperienced people were just dialing for dollars and throwing resumes over the fence without even really vetting or speaking to candidates. That is crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe people are paying for that service. So if you're listening to this episode and you're using a big firm and you call up the big firm, let's say you're a company, let's say you're a hiring manager and you hire a big firm and you say, "Hey, we need 20 managers across the United States for this particular role." And the big firm says, "Okay, great. We're going to send you a bunch of resumes tomorrow." I don't see that as recruiting. Now, some of you may say, well, these are people that were in their database, or these are candidates that have been in their database that were already vetted a long time ago by somebody else. And so it's okay for the junior person to just call them up and present them. Not really. No, right? Because the junior person hasn't talked to the client. They didn't talk to the candidate. They don't even know if it's a good match. I mean, no, 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 that's administrative work. So if you're getting tired of being burned, and if you've used these contingency, especially contingency agencies that are just racing your resumes and shoving you resumes without even talking to people, try Riderflex, or try any good retained search firm. I'm not even just pitching our own firm at this point. I mean, yeah, of course, I want you to use Riderflex. Check us out at riderflex.com. Check our reviews compared to everybody else. But use any good retained firm that's going to get to know you as a client. They're going to learn the hiring managers. They're going to get to know your culture, your company culture. They're going to get to learn how you work. They're going to spend time with candidates. They're going to hunt people down that really match the company. I mean, use a good firm. Please don't pay a crappy racing resumes contingency firm to just throw bodies over the fence. I mean, what a terrible service. I had no idea it worked that way. I guess I was just ignorant to all of it. Anyway, there is your Riderflex tip of the day.